down the back straight. The safety car is in now. From Slimbo, from Murphy, from Leclerc, Andy, Crazy Path, Blaz, Westy. Good evening, guys. It's a Wednesday night, and it only means one thing. It is IRC Elite League night, and we are live from round 18 in Mexico. Slimbo has a 29-point lead ahead of Jamie Ward. You can't help but feel it is now those two who are the prime championship protagonists. And of course, after the 1-2 with Granty Boy and Slim for McLaren last time out in Japan, they also now have a very, very strong lead in the Constructors' Championship, as you can see there on your screens now. However, it is me, as usual, Dave Shaw, and I'm joined by Matt Sneed as well. Matt, how are you, mate? Matt, come on. I know you can hear me, Matt. Come on. After all the problems last week, don't start this. Brilliant. Can't hear Matt. Well, apologies again for last week and the string problems. There's no green lights flashing on the modem tonight. There is, I'm hoping, no problems. Stream problem free tonight as the cars are about to make their way up for qualifying now. So let's go up to the main feed. There we go. As you can see, the Drivers' Championship there on your right-hand side. Jamie won 159 points just off Slim. Can he make any ground on Slim's championship lead? Or has Slim got one hand firmly on the championship trophy now? Matt has left the party, so if he's going to rejoin. As you can see, Slimbo is on track now. That is our championship leader. He was last after the Spanish Grand Prix just a few, 10, 11 races ago, and now he is top of the championship. There is the Drivers' Championship on the right-hand side as the drivers come out for their first lap. Matt, I think you're with me now. So, Matt, how are you, mate? I'm still not hearing you, Matt. Can no one hear me? Oh, this is brilliant. Can no one hear me on stream? Can the stream hear me, or can Matt just not hear me? Matt said he can't hear me. I love this. Every week. Hopefully you guys at home...
Can no one hear me?
This is
brilliant. Can no one hear me on stream?
Right, so you guys can hear me, so Matt can't hear me. Brilliant. Hopefully he can sort his issues out and be back. Matt, if you can hear me, turn off your audio so it's not interfering with the stream. Cheers, buddy. So let's catch Slim every week. Every week something happens. Right, hopefully that's the end of the problems. Back to the action. As you can see, 17 drivers. There will be 18 for the race. As Roscoe, the Super League driver, who will be a driver in this league next season, of course, will be joining us for the race. And you'll also see a familiar face down there in the Toro Rosso, currently in the pits, but it is Steve Yeo, one of the top drivers from the Super League, is also trying his hand at the Elite League, and I am really looking forward to seeing him mix it with the boys in Elite. On board with RC Sene in the Red Bull as he's just coming around Sector 2 now into the stadium section for Sector 3. We'll shortly be getting some times on the board. Matt, start talking when you can hear me. Oh, lovely interference. This is Matt's microphone, by the way. For once, this is not me. with the Gremlins, as RC Sene does a 1:41, a very, very short track, Mexico. Short lap times, expect a very close qualifying session as well. Slimbo, championship leader, now about to complete his lap. He is on the soft tyres, as Lucas and Ferrari goes second, 1.2 off the top, as Slimbo now goes on the final corner and into second place, a good half a second behind RC Sene. So is Sene the man with the pace so far. Outlaps, as you can see, Blaz, he'll be praying for a good result. It's been a long time now since we've seen Blaz finish a race and in the points, so fingers crossed after good qualifying last time out in Japan. Hopefully he can match that again and be just as quick and finish a race in the points as he starts his fly now, and he will take you around this Mexico track, the highest track on the calendar above sea level. Let's go on board as he goes up to nearly 210 miles per hour, then slam down the gears into third gear for Blaz. Nice, easy, so easy to invalidate on these curbs. Don't run it out too wide, as Blaz has just done an invalidate straight away, and that's how easy it is to invalidate a lap. By the way, as you can see on the screens, it's TG, reserve driver, back filling in today, as and that was perfect timing as he cut the ball to It's TG. He's crashed on his flyer in a place I have never seen an F1 car crash in Mexico before. And by the look of it, I don't think It's TG's using any TC. That looked like a horrible, horrible little mistake there as he comes through the fast S's now. So his lap's done. I'm hoping Matt can sort his connection issues out shortly. Leclerc there as well, out on his outlet. In fact, Leclerc's back in the pits as well, so driver's struggling to set a time already. Looks very overcast as well. We had rain, of course, last week in qualifying. There is the man second in the championship, Jamie Wan, having so far what has been a complete repeat and deja vu from last season, of course, led after the Hungarian Grand Prix last season, the championship leader, and then it all went wrong. And sadly for Jamie at the moment, history is repeating itself. He has to outscore Slim, you feel, to challenge for the championship, or Slim has got a huge bit of front wing there on the exit, the final corner, as Jamie's just going through now. So this is the start of Jamie's lap, so hopefully he can take us round the lap of this fantastic Mexico track. I do honestly love this track to drive. One of my favourites. I don't think it's that popular with the drivers, amongst the drivers, but for me, I love this track. It's quite technical, it's quick, it's fast, as one of the Williamses is up in the middle sector in the S's. And Jamie leaving plenty of room from the curb, not taking any chances. A purple first sector for J1. Can he keep this going? What sort of pace has he got this weekend? Also, watch out for Jacob. Came back with a bang in the last race, but sadly put on the intermediate tyres, which probably cost him any chance of a podium and a chance of fighting Slim for the win last week in Japan. J1 comes to the middle sector now. He's cleared the S's. Don't run it too wide. That looked nice and neat and tidy. Nailed it to the track. No purple sector though for Jamie 1 yet. Now it's the tricky little stadium section. Ooh, running a bit out wide. Gets away with it. Nothing doing there. Hooks it nice. It's looking neat and tidy from Jamie. Hopefully Matt can hear me now. He's back in the party. Jamie 1 crossing the line now. Over he comes, and it's 8/10 off. 8/10 off for Jamie. However, only 2.5 off Slim, so he's within Slim's range. Most importantly, what about Jacob? He's invalidated his first lap. However, he's still on a hot lap now, coming into the middle sector. Through the flying S's you go. I tell you what, doing this section, even on a wheel, even on a pad, feels fantastic when you nail it right. And Jacob absolutely giving it full beans. And a purple.
Hello.
Matt, we can hear you now, mate. Matt, we can hear you. Matt still can't hear me. Brilliant. And I think that was Andy getting out the way of the flying Mercedes there, as Jacob looks to be on a hot lap here. What can Jacob do? Round the last corner goes Jacob. Over the line, it's third. So he lost a lot of time in the final sector. I'll tell you what, RC Sene has set one hell of a benchmark so far. Jacob goes into third. What about the Italian crazy power in the Renault, who had a slight mishap last week? Went to spectate instead of drive and ended up missing out sadly in the weekend. But he is back now. I'll get to the comments shortly, guys, who we've got watching. Matt hopefully will be joining us shortly. So Harry's on board, Lennon there as well. Grant can hear me. Good. So I think my voice is coming on stream. And we could hear Matt. I don't think Matt can hear me, unfortunately. Matt, I'll invite you to chat straight after this qualifying session, buddy, well, straight after this Q1 as we look at Crazy Power. Just 10 minutes to go. Just the 5 times on the board. As not a lot really doing out there. It's like a little bit of practice for these boys. We'll only lose 2 drivers in this session. Crazy Packer to finish his lap now. Round the lights, got to be very patient on the throttle. Too much acceleration out there and you're straight into the walls. We saw Bottas do in qualifying last year, and Crazy Power goes into 5th place, a second off the pace. I see Sané, the Belgian driver, has done a hell of a lap here. Blas has done 2 laps, not their time. Andy goes into 4th place as BP has invalidated his time. What about then Steve Yeo? As Granty Boy goes up to 8th place, 1.3 off, so some banking ups going here. But what about Steve? Flying in the Super League. Finished 5th last time out in Japan. In the Super League, in the top 4 in the Super, a regular top runner in the Super League, and it's fantastic to see him here in the IRC Elite. Bit of traffic ahead of him. The Ferrari gets well out the way though, and Steve is on his way. DRS opens down to the first sector checkpoint just before the little tight chicane, little tricky section here coming up. Right, it goes easy to make a mistake here. You can lose a ton of times, but it hits both apexes beautifully and the curb on the outside. And now a 2 apex hairpin, and Steve's car looks very bolted to the floor here. This looks nice from Steve. Now into the fast S's in the middle sector. Lovely shot. Lovely shot from the Toro Rosso. I'm expecting a possible top 10 upset here from Steve. I think he can very much get it in the top 10. And in fact, it's a purple middle sector. The fastest man through the middle sector so far from Steve. Can the Super League driver cause an upset here? Of course, the Super League Championship is wrapped up. And congratulations to T. Samarales, the former Elite League driver and the IRC Super League champion from last week. And Steve goes into 10th. So there's a lot of time in the final sector, unless the map is playing tricks with us. But I can't help but feel still Steve has a lot more speed than that. RU Racing's invalidated. I tell you what, there's a lot of drivers struggling to get a lap in out here. Jacob's done 4 laps. They're in 3rd place. So what about It's TG? He's struggling to get a time in as well. As hopefully Matt can now hear me as he's rejoined the party. Lennon says, make sure you haven't muted each other. That would be funny. Matt, have you muted me? I can hear Matt. We can hear Matt loud and clear. It's TG pits again. So 6 minutes to go. And drivers struggling to get times in. Blas, 2 laps, no time. Leclerc's done a lap, no time. It's TG as well. BP now on an out lap, so we can see if we can pick him up. Granty Boy, 2 laps and only 9th, unless he's got fuel in that car. But some definite surprises coming in here at the moment. Sene half a second ahead of Slim, ahead of Jacob. JB1 has improved his time, by the way, in 4th place. Andy as well, very, very close between 2nd down to 6th place. Then a bit of a gap then to Crazy Power, Lucas, Granty Boy and Steve. And that's it at the moment. And that's it. Purple middle sector for Granty Boy. Is this going to be an improvement? This will be his 3rd lap round on those soft tyres in the McLaren. Of course, a 1-2, a brilliant 1-2. Granty Boy had a hell of a race, especially in the second half. He was down in 9th place after the safety car and struggling with some great battles with Leclerc as he jumps into 7th place and managed to get 2nd place with a fantastic drive through as Lennon jumps into 9th place as well as Granty Boy is done for this run. It's not too bad getting back to the pit. So who's out there? Are you racing trying to get a lap in? Matt, I'll invite you to the chat in just a moment, buddy. 5 minutes, we'll let the session run down. Hopefully Fisty will be joining us as well. Of course, Fisty winning his 1st ever IRC Super League last week in Japan with a fantastic commentary from Sean Meek, of course. Pictured it, summed it up, absolutely beautiful. It was a fantastic race. And of course a podium for Harry as well. Tisami was 2nd. Of course the closest of winning margins in the Super League last week. Fisty winning by 0.00001 of a second ahead of T. Morales. And of course Harry with a fantastic 3rd place, just ahead of myself, who finished in 4th. Which is irrelevant at the moment for you lot watching this. And Are You Racing? No one cares where I came. Are You Racing crosses the line, starting his lap now. Down the start finish straight he goes. Long drag down into turn 1. DRS wide open. Are you racing? A man who's shown some pure blistering speed at times, and at other times has just been slightly missing in weekends. Hopefully this is one of his weekends where he can join his Belgian counterpart at the top, because he has definitely got the potential and speed to win races. Are you racing? Had a couple of podiums this season. Penalties has been a bit of his downfall, just like Jacob, in a matter of fact. Penalties are not his friend. He's got to watch him at the moment. Penalties are costing him getting through into Q2. BP's gone 12th. Drivers are really struggling out there with setup. What can Are You Racing do? He's safely navigating through the S's, and it's looked pretty quick as well. Purple middle sector, I am paying no attention to that. Look at the wide entry he takes all over the curb and then turns in very late. Nice tight apexes. The car looks balanced, it looks rooted to the floor. Leclerc out there, it's TJ out. The two Greek drivers are heading out. Blaz needs to do a time as Are You Racing puts himself into 6th place as Granty Boy is done from the session. He is out retired in the pits. Is he safe? Blaz goes 8th. Great time there from the Slovenian driver. Missed that one, but Blaz has gone 8th. Leclerc has he's on an out lap. Just under 3 minutes to go. Interesting here, really interesting. Lucas on the bubble, BP on the bubble, Stee on the bubble. I did not have, as Stee comes out now, there is definitely more pace in Stee. I'll be stunned if he's out first. Jonathan Cox there in 10th place, going again. Can he displace Granty Boy? In fact, he looks like he's saving to go again. He lets It's TG go through. The Greek reserve driver, Sene from Slim. Lennon is done, so that will help Granty Boy out. And Lennon may be on the cusp, I'll tell you that. BP back in their pits. And that is the last place he wants to be. He needs a quick turnaround. It's on board with the Greek driver, It's TG. Can he get himself into Q2? It's ramping up now nicely. 2 minutes to go. Haas, who have struggled this season, sadly no Simo either. Simo has not got back from work in time, so unfortunately for us, Simo, as It's TG's invalidators, have to turn the fuel down, turn the airs down, and try go again. Of course, in next year's game we will have different airs settings, I believe. So what about Leclerc? He's invalidated as well. And already pressure, and Leclerc is a driver who you would have challenging for pole position, not to struggle to get out of Q1. So pressure on the two Greek drivers. Then it's the two Torossos just ahead, and BP is done. Some absolute shocks here. BP could be out. What about Steve? Right on the bubble. Here he comes, starting flying up now, the Super League driver. As I said before, regularly find him in the top 5 in the Super League. I'm more than certain he has the pace to challenge. Jonathan Cox says, don't like this track. Lennon says, can't be asked to waste another set of tyres. Lennon, I think, is going to be okay. Blaz retires in 9th, but he's done a great job. Showing some very, very good and quick one-lap quality speed. Steve bumping over the curbs there. And again, the car getting high. Jonathan Cox has done 11th hit. Should safely see him through to Q2. All eyes on Steve, on Leclerc, and on It's TG. Crazy power in the pits, and he'll be safe. So what is the middle sector? Flashed up purple last time. 30 seconds to go. Of course, we'll have 18 for the race. The Super League driver Roscoe will be joining us for the race. Steve goes through the second sector, down into the stadium sections where he lost all his time last time out. Kane then at this time. Again, it looks good. Hits the apex, gets an acceleration. That can be flat out. A tricky little last corner here. Gets on the gas early. It's TG has made a mistake, so he's out, and Steve improves, but it's 15th. Will that get him through? It's all down to Leclerc. Steve could go again, by the way. Leclerc hasn't invalidated. It's TG is the yellow flag. He's done. All eyes on the Greek drive. This would be a massive shock if Leclerc was to go out. Steve, I wonder if he's going again. I'll keep an eye on Steve. Nice on-board shot here of the beautiful stadium section. One of the great places, Nampi Theatres, to watch Formula 1 cars. It really is. I'd love to visit it one day. Leclerc crosses the line and just gets through. 15th, and can Steve find any improvement? He needs a 10th. A 10th would put him through. He's invalidated. Steve's out. Oh, wow, what a shame. And what a shock. I've got to say, that's completely unexpected from me, but let's see what he can do in the race. But Steve is 1.5 off the top. Leclerc, the biggest surprise of all, and unfortunately, we have lost Steve from Q1. But he will be joined at the back by his good friend Roscoe. And I'm hoping we can see those two come through the field. Of course, Steve filling in for Dan Murphy tonight. And it's TG filling in for Novatino and Simo also missing. And that is Q1 done, guys. So I am going to invite Matt back in, try and get him back into this chat. Hopefully Fissy can join me soon as well. That would be great. So Q1 done. RC Sene with a hell of a lap. And the Belgian driver who is yet to win in the IRC Elite. Well, he is there. But Slim just ahead of Jacob. Just ahead of Jamie. That, my friends, is looking extremely, extremely tasty. Two championship contenders right there. Nothing between time. Great lap by Andy. That's looking promising. Lucas back on the ball as well. Absolutely nothing between second all the way down to what? 11th, really? 12th, 13th? Down to BP, really. Nothing between them. What strategies will they now go for? RC Sene may be tempted with the medium tyres if he has that much of a pace advantage, I'll tell you that. Qualifying one done. I'm going to try and invite Matt into the party now. Everyone see my wacky settings. Look at my awesome PS background. Matt has joined. Why is... Matt, can you hear me? Do you know what? I have no idea. Oh, wait a minute. No. That's how it should be. Matt, oh, everyone can see this, by the way, as well. This is awful. Ah, get off! Get off!
I can't hear you, mate. I don't even know if you can hear me.
I can hear you, Matt. Matt, I can hear you, mate. But Matt, I think the stream's slightly behind. You can still. I think it can still work, and you can still come in. Oh, this is brilliant. I tell you, this is nothing after Japan. So. See, Matt, we can hear you, mate, and the stream can hear me, so I don't know why the party chat can't. I tell you what, oh, guys, turn away. This is ugly.
I'm watching the stream, mate. I can't hear you in the party chat, but I can hear you on the stream.
Let me see if I can sort this out. I'm going to take it off private chat. Oh, look, this is great, TV. This is great. Let everyone can see my settings. Chat audio. Look, is that it? Always allow. Matt, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
I'm watching the stream, mate. I can't hear you with the
Matt, turn your stream down. Turn your stream down, man. It's not.
I'm going to take it off private chat.
Matt, can you hear me now? Oh, this is awesome. Brilliant. And there you go. That is great TV. Great watching. Just in time for RU Racing to start his flyer now. No idea what's not working. Matt, I can't join your chat. That's not how it works. It won't work. It didn't work, Matt. It didn't work. See, it's all on. Slim. Hello, Slim. Slim, can you hear me okay? No?
Hello?
Slim, can you hear me? No. Slim.
Dave, your Sarah account is muted. That's probably why they can't hear you.
Yes, it has to be muted. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
Stream it, okay.
Absolute. Matt, take your phone off.
Oh, this is
Yeah,
awesome.
it has to be. That is the key one. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm so sorry about this. Back in 2 seconds to the action as we yet again. Oh, that's going to stop the stream. Fuck. Oh, is this might be. I don't know if this is fucking doing it. Yeah, I know. Da. That's fine, because she's not meant to be heard. That's fine. I have no idea, this is not working. Reminds me.
Yeah.
Slim, can you hear me
I'll
now?
go back to racing. That's my job.
Slim, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now, Dave. Good job.
Can you
I'm
hear-
gonna go back to racing because that's my job.
Awesome.
Hey, but what? Okay,
Can you hear
I
me?
need to go do some quali laps. Yeah, I can hear you. It's working.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Love it.
Basically, get Matt back in and get on with it.
Matt, get back in and get on with it.
Okay.
Hey, everybody. Sorry about that. Hopefully now Matt can hear me as well, and we'll have some sort of commentary. How
Exciting
disastrous.
times.
Slim, go. Slim, get out. Get out and
Bye.
bottle that. Well, I can only apologise about that, guys. Every week. Well, she's not every week. It's just last week, this week. But that's it. And nobody watches Q2 anyway. Ah, love it. I tell you what, Leclerc's done a 14.3, which is only, what, a tenth of what RC Senna did last time out in Q1. So that's looking close. Are you racing on the medium tyres? Has gone just behind. What Flying Sauce also on the soft tyres. I tell you what, guys, we're back for good now. That's it. Problems solved. Yeah. What? The mic ain't connected now? Oh, hello, Matt. Testing. Can you hear me? Oh, you are. I tell you what, Matt. You are kidding me if you can't hear me, mate. Flying Sauce about to finish a lap. Thing is, Flying Sauce goes second, 7 tenths off. So, Flying Sauce still quite a way off as well. So what about Jacob? Jacob down there in 5th place. So, Matt, if you can hear me, people could hear you on the.
I can hear you now.
Oh, for God's sake, Jacob!
What you done?
No, that's fine. You can hear me. It's fine. We're there. Look, we're there. Let's just get on with the show. This has been terrible. Jacob's really struggling on the medium tyres. 2 laps in the mediums and pits. Flying Sauce has also done 2 laps in his softs. Are you racing? I cannot see getting through as it's getting ever more overcast. We haven't had a weather forecast yet from any of the drivers. Hopefully, we haven't had a wet race yet in Elite. Let's hope we get one finally. Blaz also again struggling. Drivers really struggling to set a lap. Good evening, Matt, and how are you, mate?
Are you still there, Dave?
Yes, can you hear me? Matt, don't play about. don't, mate. Come
I
on.
can hear you now, mate. How are you?
We don't have this problem with Sean. Oh.
No.
No, but...
I don't know what happened, mate. All the sound was coming out. I just couldn't hear you, but let's get on with it anyway.
We're here now. It's just sort of experimental for next season, so it's sort of ironing out problems.
Good.
So I know what I did wrong. It's because I set up too late. I didn't do a certain setting.
Nah, don't worry about it.
But we're there now.
I didn't see much Q1.
Well,
I was too busy seeing if it was my settings, but
no, it was mine.
So
It was a simple button I forgot to click actually.
I saw Steve go out.
Steve's sadly out. I expect a lot more. I wonder if he's focusing more on the race and had some race fuel in there or something. I'm not sure, but he'll be at the back with Roscoe.
It echoes what we've said all year, doesn't it? Got these guys in this league.
It's true. I know a lot of the.
You put the top guy in the Super League into the elite, and he's out in Q1.
It's a tough jump. It really is. A lot of the guys today are trying different assists as well. I know Leclerc has got his ABS off for the first time and is already flying, which makes me believe he's been practicing either quite a lot. But I know some of the drivers have no TC on tonight. I know Lucas was having no traction control tonight as well. And some of the drivers in preparation for next season and for the new game, of course, just getting ready with no assists. See if they can eke out some time. BP having a much better lap here on the medium tyres. So Slimbo leads the medium shod runners, but in a long way off Blas. And if guys go on softs and beat him, he might have to beat again. Jacob already.
Will we get the split strategy this time, do you think?
I think we may. Granty Boy is just behind the McLaren. I wonder if it both sticks to the medium. Granty Boy in his 2 races he's done so far has been stitched up by the safety car as BP goes into 8th on the medium tyres. Let's go on board with Jamie Wan, the second in the championship. Needs to outscore Slim tonight.
Needs a result tonight, I think.
Has to outscore Slim. Take some points off and try and gain some momentum.
What's the lead at the top now? 23? Is it 23 points?
29. It's a race within a bit now. Slim has really been consistent. Consistency be the key. Blazzy's done from the session. He's retired in the pits. He doesn't want to use a set of mediums. Doesn't want to burn up another set of softs. He's happy to take that risk. Leclerc is also done. And Leclerc's time is outstanding. It's there with what RC Sene did last time out in Q1. As here comes as Andy. Is that, who's just jumped? Lucas, sorry, jumping straight up to 7th place. So we've got McLaren, Ferrari there in 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th as Jamie Wan now.
I think Jamie Wan's going to jump in there near the top second or third.
Can't afford to be behind the medium shot man. Slim's now done 2 laps as Jamie Wan does go second. And I tell you what, at 14.3 from our Russian Grand Prix winner Leclerc looks at another good benchmark. RC Sene got within 14.2 in Q1, but those two look, as it stands, if they can keep doing those times, quite far ahead of the.
We saw this last week off Slim though, didn't we? His 2 runs on the medium tyres and then boxed, put the softs on at the end.
I think Slim will. Because you know he's done 2 laps. Lucas has also done 2 laps in the mediums. What about Jacob? Jacob out there on the soft tyres as well. Man, got the most pole positions last year, as we keep saying. But hasn't been here sadly for most of the season due to the COVID restrictions. But thankfully, back today.
No, Mr. Murphy tonight, is he?
No, sadly not. Sadly only down tonight. He'll be back hopefully next week. Steve steps in for him and his BP's teammate tonight as Jacob is about to start his flying up now on the long run down to turn 1. It's one of the longest runs to turn 1 on the calendar. And you can get a hell of a drag. You can start in 4th or 5th place and be leading after turn 1 as we saw last season. The guys in the front row got absolutely mugged down the start, finish straight into turn 1. So starting on pole and second is not necessarily the place to be around here. Easy to overtake, but also easy to pick up penalties as Jacob. Look at this is interesting lines here I'm seeing. And misses the apex completely of both of the hairpin there. A little bit scrappy, but a few drivers. These drivers love to hit the curbs, don't they? And again, Jacob, the front end doesn't quite look dialed in. It's a little bit scruffy. However, scruffy Jacob usually means...
It's a dry race, Dave. I've just checked the comments. We've got a dry race.
Dry race for the race. Jacob in the last sector. It's such a scruffy lap. He usually does this and then bangs in a quick time and goes to the top of the timesheet. So what's Jacob done now? Through the final corner.
See now the graphic Slim has put softs on. It's not gone out as yet. But
Jacob
he has got the softs on.
Despite looking a scruffy lap, I said a 1:14.1. And that's a hell of a time. Albeit on 2 laps and no soft tyres, mind you. So Slim, getting ready with the softs. Lucas as well. RC Sene has struggled in his medium run. I wonder if he'll be pitted in this lap.
Slim's on an outlap on them softs, so he's done his same strategy as last week.
I'll tell you what, Sene's going to have to absolutely... Sene's in a bit of trouble here. He's got to do a lap of his life, and come back out and get some sauces. Granty Boy's done. He wants to.
Yeah,
start
Sene's got no
tyres.
chance of getting round back in.
But he has
Unless
to.
he's
No, he's not, is he? He's going to have to either the lap of his life
going to have to save everything on this one.
and try and get in on the medium tyres, but there'll be 3 laps sold by the time he does his lap, which is not ideal at all. Tyre wear, not a big issue around here like we saw in Japan last week. But Arce Sene, who did a 1:14.2 in Q1, is struggling. It's really struggling. This would be a real shock. And I tell you, one of the guys who was definitely favourite for pole position, looking like he's going to be heading out. Matt, Mexico for you. What? Yeah, do you like the track? Like to drive it? What does track mean to you?
I love the first sector. That's about it. It's not one of the top 10, I won't say, but I like to. I think we have good races here. It offers plenty of overtaking into turn 1. You know, it's a tough, tricky section. Overcut the corners in the S's and it's invalidating laps.
Sorry, just to cut in there, Matt. RC Sene has gone 6th, which on the
3-lap mediums.
Which, well, there's a split strategy right there. Andy on his out lap now. Andy's got to do a lap of his life to get round. He may cut the corners here and try and get round in time. No, so he's got to do a qualifying lap just to get round to do a qualifying lap. That makes sense. Lucas on the fly is going to encounter those boys now, though. There is a Greek driver. He'll get a toast with his Ferrari teammate. Won't help Andy no end. However, it helps out Lucas. Lucas on the bubble here as well. He's 11th and heading out. RU Racing is done. BP's done. Crazy Power's done. Wow. So drivers opting not to go on the softs, saving their softs for the race. RU Racing be starting. RU Racing was up in the top 5 in Q1. Oh, is Lucas being held up by this Red Bull? He is. Who is this Red Bull? It's Sene, isn't it? Oh, and now he's makes contact. Oh, and has made contact. Oh dear, Sene not paying attention at all in his mirrors. And Lucas is out. I've got a feeling RC Sene could be in a bit of trouble for that. And that will put Lucas out of qualifying. And more importantly, for Granty Boy, that may just save and put him in. And Lucas will be absolutely fuming. Has Andy made it? With 3 seconds to go, he does.
Yeah, Lucas never made it.
Well, that's Slim. I tell you what, Slim hasn't recorded the time yet on his softs. And also, Jonathan Cox is 3rd. Great lap there by Jonathan Cox. So what can Slim do? Slim may not push this too hard because he would start on the mediums as it stands.
Doesn't need to, I don't think.
Where's Lennon on track? Oh, he's behind Slim, so watch out for Lennon as well.
In fact, no, Slim doesn't because there's only 2 that can go above him.
Yes,
Andy and Lennon.
Slim, I think, will be. Let's see what he does. Intriguing to see what he does. I think he may stay on these tyres, you know.
Done a purple sector too, so.
Just trying to. Just forgot I've not posted the link. Not going well.
Not going well tonight.
Not going well. I've got in late. I've not long been home. It's been a bit of a chaos today. Slim's backed off. I thought he would. Let's go to Lennon.
Yeah, he knows.
He wants to start on the mediums. Lennon could get himself to the top 10 here. And does! And look at that. The Alfa Romeo is a 5th and 6th. Oh, goes right in qualifying, but in the race. And of course, Lennon led here last season.
Just Andy coming onto the back straight now.
I think Andy's in.
Did he make it?
Andy's in. Yeah, he is third. Yes, that a boy. That a boy, Andy. Great lap. So, who's out? Slim
Granty must have gone out.
Yeah. By a 10th of a second, Granty is out. RC Sene and Slim are through on the medium tyres. Granty.
Tell you what, Slim would have had to have finished that lap if Lucas didn't have his misdemeanor.
Yeah, I don't think Lucas is going to be particularly pleased about that. I'll check the chat and see what's been said, but I think Lucas has every right to be a little bit peeved off of that. He was definitely blocked.
Granty said he's happy with P11 and.
Well, he gets a fresh set of mediums for the race, which will help him out no end. So there is an upside to it, or even hards. What strategy will Granty start on? Q3 showtime. And I've got a feeling it's going to be between the two Red Bulls, Matt. Leclerc and RC Sene, both their fastest times have been within a tenth of each other. And Jacob. And I've got a feeling,
And
Matt,
obviously you can't rule out Slim.
you can't rule out Slim. Slim has a habit of popping in these blistering laps when they matter. Slim,
Nice to see a Blaz in Q3.
yeah, second week running.
And Lennon.
And Lennon, of course, Alfa Romeo. Let's put the Constructors' Championship up. Alfa Romeo, 8th place in a massive scrap with Haas and Racing Point for the wooden spoon. As you can see, Alfa Romeo 79 points, Haas 76, Racing Point 61. There's no Racing Points or Haas's in the top 10. However, we've got two Alfas, and that would be crucial points for the Alfas. But as you can see, McLaren are romping away with 300 points now. But Ferrari, Renault, Toro Rosso, Williams, and don't discard Red Bull, Mercedes just yet, are all fighting for best of the rest. And I'll tell you what,
What's the leading constructors?
it's now 80 points. It's gone from 2 points from 3 races ago to 80. Granty and Slim making a hell of a difference in the last 2 races.
They can't wrap that up tonight, can they?
No, that can't be wrapped up tonight. Slim can take a big leap towards the Driver Championship, though, with a victory tonight. 29 points. No Yaw again or Dan Murphy, sadly. A chance for Lucas to jump possibly third for the remainder of the season. Leclerc's popped up really quickly. I cannot wait to see Leclerc next season, I'll tell you that. He is definitely going to be a man to watch out for. Of course, Jacob, 8th and Jacob can recover some positions. I wouldn't rule him out of catching the top 5 possibly. As Slim rounds the final corner and starts his final now. So low 114s have been the quickest times so far in qualifying. What can Slim do? Down to turn 1. What do you reckon of Slim in his last 10 races, Matt? He's been completely bulletproof, hasn't he?
And everything he can to get to the position he's in. And
Oh, fuck's sake. I'm sick of this shit. Sick of this. My fault. My fault. I moved my leg and pulled the switch out. My fault. Oh my god.
At least we can laugh about it, mate.
Oh my god. I literally, I leant back to stretch, my leg came up and I completely pulled the cable out. Leclerc's gone fast.
Going back to what we were saying about Slim, was it Spain? It was P9 or P8 in the championship?
He had 1 point after. He had 1 point after round 4 in Baku. Then he got, I think, a second in Spain, and it started from there. But he was last after the first 4 races.
He's just been untouchable, I think. You say he doesn't pick up many penalties. That helps him.
Consistency has helped him.
He's not made any mistakes, Matt, at all, which he seems to have learned from over the years. He used to make mistake after mistake.
Agree. Apart from Singapore was the only error I've seen him make. What can Jamie Wan do? Can Jamie Wan? Well, Stimson an awful.
You say that was a mistake? You say that was a mistake, or just a racer in him?
I tell you what,
because he didn't have to, did he?
He didn't need to. He didn't need to push it at all. However, he did. Broke his front wing, and it was game over. Game over from there. I'm just going to. Jamie Wan has put himself in second place, but Slim, I think, is on the second lap, and he is. And Slim goes faster to the 14.2. There's a lap out the bag. There it is. Soz is invalidated.
14.1 in Q2, didn't we?
We had a 14.1. I think Leclerc and Sene aren't near their best times by any stretch yet. Blaz has made a mistake, so this lap is done. Jonathan Cox around the last corner now and goes into 6th place. Yeah, we're not near what they were doing. Well, Leclerc's. I wonder, and I think Leclerc and Sene have put scrubbed softs on.
Yeah, and Jacobs obviously stayed in the pits. He must only have 1 set of tyres.
He's at 1 set of tyres left. Blaz has invalidated at the time. Olive Hill pit. Then, of course, doing his usual going out last minute routine. Blaz is going to go around again. 6.5 minutes to go. Let's go on board with Blaz then.
Would you say it's a bit of a mixed bag for Blaz this season?
Totally. And don't forget, he started, what? Podium, wasn't it? Australia's third in Australia.
Third.
And he got driver of the day in the first 2 races, invalidated again. Blaz is going to have to bring that in, but he got 2 driver of the days in a row as Jacob heading out the pits now. In fact, he had 3 driver of the days in the first 5 races. The season started exceptionally well for him, but he's just telling away retirements have been his biggest problem. Silly mistakes, always retirements are from silly mistakes as well. His own mistakes.
He's crazy powering tonight.
Yes, he is. However,
he
he was out in Q2 with a bit of a lackluster display so far.
So we've not mentioned him. Or BP. Which will mean they're starting on the same row.
Yep, I think they're due to start together again. Jacob getting around as quick as he can. Of course, no Shimi Garcia, either missing sadly. So, a few drivers down tonight. no Shumi, no Dan Murphy, unfortunately, no Vittino. Hopefully all back for the last 3 races. 3 races left, and that's it. In Super League and Elite. It's flown by. I'm hoping Roscoe can get in time, but let's go with Jacob. So Jacob as well has done a 14.2. That was in Q2, so he's very much capable of challenging Slim for pole. Everybody else just...
You're not relatively early, I think, if he's up one and only run.
I think he wants that track time. If he invalidates, and which he has...
Which he has.
He has time to go again. RC Sene also out there as well, about to start his fights. Let's get on board the Belgian driver. He's gone early, wants that track time, wants that time. If he makes a mistake, he can go again. He doesn't want the pressure of getting the 1 lap right. He did a 14.1 in Q1. Down to turn 1 he goes. So tricky to make a mistake there and go in too deep. It's such a wide turning as well, isn't it?
It's a horrible section for invalidation. The rest of the track's not that bad, it's just turn 1 and 2.
And this is the clumsy little section here as well. Sene, fastest first sector, it's gone purple. Round the hairpin, hits both the apexes and beautifully rides the curb on the exit. RC Sene is a driver who loves using the curbs, using every single curb available to him. He is a car. Oh, he's invalidated.
Yeah.
And now he will have to pressure, will turn everything down. But it's such a short lap. Will he even pit? Will he even pit, I wonder? Flying Soz out. Jacob has gone round again. Needs to be careful, he doesn't invalidate this and the next lap. Will Sene pit? Has he got the tyres? He does. Sene lifts the final of the day, and that is why he went early. Flying Soz is out on a...
Shout out to Coandy in there, P4.
P4 doing a fantastic job. He's been there or thereabouts. Jacob's in the fastest sector 1, so watch out for Jacob now. A man whose car looks slippery as anything. It's going to have some straight line speed because in the corners it looks really snaky, but he manages to control it beautifully. I tell you what, I've used a few of his setups as well, and they're horrible. I don't know how he controls it. He has a unique style. He loves the car being out of control. He's got a great feel for it. No fastest middle sector, however, and running very wide. He's done that a couple of times. Now in the stadium section, the car will be horrible for him around this section. Oh, and as you can see, the rear's out of control. And invalidated again. Will he come in? That is exactly what we were talking about.
I don't think he's got time if he comes in, Dave.
Oh my word, it's... Well, he's completely compromised this lap already by the slow exit. In fact,
he's going to have to turn everything down.
He is. This is a cruiser lap from Jacob. He's going to have the lap of his life, even just to get on the front row now. What about Flying Soz and the other Alpha? He's invalidated. Everybody's struggling out there. So Flying Soz will go again. Jamie Wan still in the pits. He's going to be leaving it very last minute.
Leclerc's just left the pits.
This is... So they're okay. So Who's going to be the first to set a time? It might even be Slim, you know, and it is Slim. In fact, it's Leclerc. Leclerc's going to take the honours. He's in turn 1 and 2 already. There he is. Lennon on that lap just ahead of him. Leclerc giving it absolutely everything. He's got an Alpha just ahead of him. That should probably look at the pickup of dirt on the rear tyre there. Lovely rear end shot. DRS slams shut as he attacks the curbs there. They're very high curbs. It's very unstable for the car. You've got to have a nice stable car on the curbs. Can Leclerc dip into low 114s, possibly even high 13s?
I hope not. David's on an outlet on my screen.
Nah, he can't be. No, he's giving it full beans. I think that's wrong. I think Leclerc is pushing and going.
I've got no deltas on.
He's backed off now. In fact, he's backed off now. There's a lot of traffic ahead. Okay, so what about Slim? Slim's invalidated. My word. So who wants to do a time then? RC Sene's going round, and it's Flying Sauce out of nowhere. Out of absolutely nowhere, Flying Sauce with a 14.232 just ahead of Slim. Alpha have not had a pole yet.
On track. That doesn't affect anybody.
Alpha have not had a pole yet this season. And bang! Stunning lap. Everyone's starting their flying laps now. So I think Jacob is up to cross the line now. So Jonathan Cox has just made it. Everyone now on their flyers. Jacob will be the first man to put a time in, because that Ferrari will be taking no further part. Whoever that was, I think it was Andy, unfortunately.
Co-Andy's done. Yep, Co-Andy's done.
Alpha have won a race. Flying Sauce won in Baku all that time ago. Purple middle section for Jacob.
Done.
He's cut it. Jacob has cut it. He's done. Is that Sene behind him? Sene's done. He's out.
He's done.
Andy's done. This is complete anticlimax. What about Leclerc? Leclerc's invalidated. He's done. What about Jamie 1? Purple middle sector.
Yeah, purple middle.
Oh, there's been a crash. The two Red Bulls have crashed. Leclerc and Sene have crashed. That will interfere with Slim as well. Jamie's made it round. Can he finally get the front row? Can he get a pole position? It'll be huge for Jamie if he can. He goes professional pole. Is it enough? Watch out for Slim.
It's going to be very close.
It is pole.
Yeah, Jamie
pole for Jamie 1. What about Blaz to round it off? Blaz jumps into 8th place. Good effort from him. What about Jonathan Cox? Lennon jumps into 8th. Jonathan Cox pits, but Jamie 1. Second in the championship. 29 points behind Slim. Is on pole ahead of Slim. The two championship contenders are on the front row with Flying Sauce. The two Greek drivers, Flying Sauce and Leclerc, 3rd and 4th. Andy 5th.
That's not a bad place to be, 3rd and 4th today.
I'll tell you what, Roscoe has joined. But don't forget, Slim starts in the mediums. And so does RC Sene. Slim could get swamped at the start. I'm not sure what happened between the Red Bulls, but wow. Jamie 1, when he needed it. The lap of his life. His first pole this season, by the way. First pole this season.
Andy went through them two Red Bulls at the end, didn't he?
He did, until his heart would have been in his mouth.
Oh.
Slim saying, I'll tell you what, Slim and Lennon saying they lost a ton of time in Sector 3 with the two Red Bulls crashing. Lennon says completely ruined it.
You say that. Jamie 1 went through it. He got pole.
But, yeah, Jamie 1 got through the two Red Bulls. I wonder what happened there. Wow, this is set up absolutely at a 14-0 as well. Fastest
like the Mexican
time.
Standoff, this, isn't it?
Wow, Jamie 1 needed that. We have got exactly what we wanted as a neutral. It's going to have to be some tellings to here. Right, we're going to do the intro and then we'll be back live for the race. Is down the back straight, the safety car is in now. From Slimbo, from Murphy, from Leclerc, Andy, Crazy Power, Blaz, Westy. Here we go then, guys. The guys on their formation lap now for round 18 here in Mexico. And the man second in the championship, Jamie Wan, is on his pole position for the first time this season. And what a time to do it. Let's get the tyres up before we go into the position changes and all that. Jamie Wan leads from Slim, top of the championship, starting on the medium. Slim, I wonder how hard he'll push this. I wonder how hard, even if he finishes behind Jamie by one position, it's still championship points he needs. Flying Soz thought he had pole position, starts on the soft tyres. Flying Soz needs some sort of comeback. He's 14th, he has won a race this season, but is this a race that we finally see his true raw speed again? Leclerc in 4th place, Andy, great effort in 5th, RC Senna mediums in 6th, Jonathan Cox 7th on softs, Lennon 8th, great effort from Lennon there in 8th place on softs, Blaz 9th, Jacob 10th, Granty Boy mediums on 11th place, Lucas 12th also on the mediums, so is RU Racing, BP on the hard to crazy power, who are starting together, usually always together on track, but not usually that far down. I tell you, this is interesting. Steve, Super League driver, of course, filling in, is on soft tyres. It's TG's on soft. And Roscoe, Super League driver, who will be joining, of course, this league next season, also on the soft tyres. So they could be getting some overtaking done. I think Roscoe and Steve possibly planning to get busy in the first few laps of the race.
So the shapes up then. I've got what we wanted.
Wow, we've got the perfect grid. We've got 2 flying Greeks behind him. Andy, whose goal goes well around here. Slim on the mediums.
Leclerc at the start.
I tell you what, the guy usually in 4th or 5th place usually ends up leading down into turn 1, and I've got good luck to Jamie and good luck to Slim on the medium tyres. He could be sluggish getting away. He could be swamped. Well, round 18, 4 rounds to go. Slim leads the championship by 29 points. We've got the perfect front row. We've got 5 lights. And the Mexican Grand Prix is go. It looks like a good start for Slim. Slim has made a good start. Watch out for the Ferrari, the Red Bull, the long drag down to turn 1 starts now. Jonathan Cox has already passed RC Senu, but Slim is still hanging on in there. Here comes Leclerc.
Red Bull, I think it was Leclerc.
Slim has survived, doesn't it? They've all got through. Leclerc has, I think, got front wing damage. Yes, he has jumped. Contact at the back.
Jonathan Cox, great start.
Jonathan Cox has made a belter up to 5th place. The other flags are out, but I can't see anybody off. Oh, Lennon's gone missing.
Tell you what, Dave. Steve, 4th place.
It's TG getting involved. Lennon's had a nightmare. He's still got a front wing, though. Jamie leads. Can he get away? Steve's up to 10th place, guys. What a start. What a start on the soft tyres. Roscoe hasn't been able to go with him. I saw Roscoe make a little bit of contact down the field. What a start by Steve. He's right behind the back of Lucas on the medium tyres. Jamie leads. Already lap 1 nearly done. Jamie leads ahead of Slimbo. And Jacob gets past on the soft tyres as well. Oh, contact. Jacob's off. Oh, no. Jacob did not want to be done up front, wing damage as well.
Flying Soz off into the pits.
And Flying
Soz was in the pit lane then.
He's lost a place to Andy as Slimbo lining up.
Going for Jonathan
It's Leclerc side by side with Slim. And Leclerc gets through. It's Jamie
Coandy's
leads.
lined up Jonathan Cox. I think he's got through Coandy.
Oh no, there's contact.
Jonathan Cox turned into him.
And thankfully everybody avoids him. Oh, Jonathan Cox taking a while to get going. Granty Boy slightly held up there, but a little bit sloppy there. Roscoe trying to get past his teammate. It's TG. It's Steve passing Lucas around the outside. And through. What a move, Steve. An absolute mission. And Roscoe has passed It's TG in the Haas. Can he now get his head down and get on with it? Jacob this time not an intermediate, affecting on hard tyres, but Slim now right behind Leclerc, but he's got Andy and Flying Soz right behind him. So Jamie is trying to check out. This is exactly what Jamie needs. This is perfect for the Dutchman. What happened there?
He's starting to regret their mediums.
Well, time will tell. Time
I said Coandy was going down into turn 1 on the inside of Jonathan Cox, and to me, it just looked like Jonathan Cox was a normal racing man.
Oh, Brad Pitts! With front wing damage. Oh, what a shame. Stee up to 7th place. Wow. Right, is Andy lining up a move on Slim here? Coming down to turn 1. Now, as going back a lap there, Matt, what happened between
Jonathan Cox.
Andy and Jonathan Cox?
I said Andy was lining him up into turn 1, took the inside line, and Jonathan Cox just turned in at his usual place, and Andy obviously couldn't vanish, couldn't disappear, and spun Jonathan Cox round.
What a shame. What a shame. But Jonathan Cox
I didn't see much wrong with it on Andy's part. It just looked like Jonathan Cox thought, he wasn't in the lead. He just took the normal racing line, and unfortunately, Andy was there, beat him to it.
Jonathan still 9th. He's still there. Granty Boy 10th.
Steve up to 7th.
Yep. And he has cleared Lucas, so now he can get on to try and catch RC Sene, who, by the way, on the medium tyres is doing a fantastic job, and he is nicely in that battle here for the front. Jamie Warner's checked out. Leclerc slightly holding up. Look at this. Leclerc's got Slim, Andy, Sol, Sene right behind him, and can Stee make up ground as RU Racing has passed Granty Boy. They're both on medium tyres, and there it is. Huge train of cars, not much field spread at all. Well, there is. The first 6 have slightly gone
We'll
ahead.
obviously see them tyres come back to Slim.
Oh, Slim making a move onto Leclerc and Andy. They may be free abreast here. Leclerc will have the inside line. Andy trying to get through as well. Leclerc's not giving it up though on Andy.
Andy goes in.
Go on, Andy. Trying to crash around the outside. Leclerc's got the inside. Andy has to go on the long way. Granty Boys repassed RU Racing. Roscoe's got past Crazy Power and his soft tyres, but Slim, importantly, has back up to 2nd place, and here comes Flying Sars. Can he get it stopped in time? Oh, around the outside, Sene trying to get involved as well. Great battling again between these Elite League drivers. There is Stee in the background. He's got a train behind him as well. Action absolutely everywhere here. Slim back into 2nd on the medium tyres, 3 seconds behind Jamie. Leclerc 3rd. I'll tell you what, all that battling as Roscoe picks up a penalty, all that battling has cost Andy because he knows what Flying Sauce and Sene right behind him, and Slim's pulling away from Leclerc. And I'll tell you what, Steve's got his mirrors full of Ferrari.
Yeah, I think the gap from Steve to BP, 6 drivers separated back like 2.5 seconds.
And there they all are. A lovely, lovely screenshot. All different manufacturers in there as well. Great to see. Just like the front as well. Williams, McLaren, Red Bull, Ferrari, Alfa, Red Bull, Toro Rosso, Ferrari, Mercedes, McLaren. Roscoe up to 13th. Just behind BP on the hard track. Roscoe's catching that Steve battle.
Lucas on Steve into turn 1. Lucas got the inside line into turn 2.
And he's not quite done it. And in fact, did Jonathan Cox give Lucas a little bit of a love tap there? And Granty Boy may sense an opportunity here. Steve will have the inside on Lucas. Lucas has to run the outside, do it the hard way. Steve and Lucas again battling hard side by side. Lucas still there on the inside. Great.
Yeah, that gives you the inside.
Lucas is still there and will have the inside for the double hairpin. They're still side by side. And Jonathan Cox trying to get involved. Here's Jonathan Cox. I hope it doesn't end in tears. Steve is not giving it up. Down the inside. Lucas goes across the escape road. And Lucas is still side by side through the SS. This is incredible. And Lucas makes it stick. Wow! It's not done!
Don't even wait for that.
Lucas will have the inside. Jonathan Cox trying to get involved as well. Hopefully they can all break in time. Steve's back through! And we'll have the inside to the stadium section. Jonathan Cox now on Lucas. Lucas may drop a place here.
No,
he doesn't. Oh my word. Absolutely incredible.
Look at that behind Jonathan Cox. 4 cars separated by less than a second.
I think they're 4 abreast going over the line. Granty Boy trying to get involved. Steve's... In fact, Lucas did not get Steve's DRS. So Lucas...
No, that's helped Steve out.
Oh my word, they're 3 abreast. Jonathan Cox has the inside line. Jonathan Cox may jump them both here. It's going to be close. Don't make contact. Oh, is it?
So was that racing point?
RU Racing's just jumped 3 places. What?
Yeah, he come in. No, he must have cut the corner then, mate.
He didn't get a penalty.
Uh-oh.
RU Racing from nowhere. Lucas is down to 12th. Oh, and Roscoe's been passed by Crazy Power amongst all the action. What an incredible... There is Roscoe, in fact, he's there. I wonder if the soft tyres are starting to go, because Slimbo's now 2.7 behind Jamie 1, and he's pulled away from Leclerc. Flying Sauce and Andy are still wheel to wheel. Look at this in front. Leclerc... Sene's up to 4th place. So much going on here on lap 6 of 36. I can't keep up. My word, Özil, it's TG, I think has made a mistake. He's going down the order. He has made a mistake.
So we've got Granny Boy on stay into turn 1 here, maybe. And get his DRS.
Right, I'll keep an eye on this lot. You keep an eye on that bunch there. So we've got...
Don't know where to look here.
We've got Leclerc, RC Sene, Flying Saws, Co-Andy. Safety car's out. Safety car.
Ooh,
Jonathan Cox has got the perfection. Oh, Roscoe, penalty. Speeding in the pits. But these guys have
Oh,
nailed...
that'll be pish.
Pish. Wee pish. I tell you what, Jonathan Cox, Lennon, and Roscoe may have got this to absolute perfection. Are they on Delta though? That's the question.
They are on a Delta.
So not quite. I tell you what, that massively helps out Steve. Jamie won. The guys in the mediums will be hating this. Do they stick or twist? Roscoe 14th has a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pits.
That's the problem you've got starting on the mediums, isn't it? Early safety car, it kind of screws you over a little bit.
By the way, we have no idea why it's out. Yeah, they are on Delta because there is a safety car. We have no idea why it's out. No one's retired. Still 18 runners. Jamie won. Well, reprieve for him. Now, I imagine that hard to be the way to go now to the end. But
Massive reprieve for Jacob as well.
It certainly is. Certainly is. Now, what do the medium runners do? Do they bolt in and put
What does
hard
Jamie
as well?
do? Is he going to pit?
Well, we've got a random safety car, and it is Jamie's is going to pit. So what does Slim
Is
do? More
Slim-
importantly, is he going to follow suit? No.
What's going on?
Roscoe drive-through penalty speeding under the safety car. Wow, Roscoe is having an absolute mare.
Proper pish.
Oh, and Leclerc speeding in the pits. Red Bull stacking. Oh, disaster and a front wing change for Leclerc, and RC Sene is getting the biggest loser out of all of this. Well done, Steve. Steve has adjusted to the pit lane difference.
He runs it anyway, mate.
Ah, perfect. Then he's perfect. I tell you what, Steve made Dana out of all this. Where is Steve? There he is. Steve. I tell you, Matt. I tell you what has hoped for once. BP and Crazy Pal. They both starting hard tyres. Their tyre wear will be absolutely fine, and they can keep going.
They'll get swamped under the restart, won't they?
They will, but they're on the same strategy now as the guys in the hard. So they can come in for softs later. BP maybe fast. Those hard tyres maybe grippier and better than the mediums. Take the medium tyres. I tell you what. Oh, Roscoe. Wow, it's quickly unravelling for the Scottish driver. Some harsh elite league lessons being learned.
I hope you've told him the rules before next season.
That is that's unlucky. I tell you what, Crazy Powers a net third position, a net fourth. Jonathan Cox has jumped up to 8th place. That early pit stop worked for him absolutely perfectly.
You said that he got the pit. He was pitching as a safety car come out, wasn't he?
However, he's on mediums. All the mediums go to the end. That's a big.
Leclerc behind him on the hards.
Yeah, and Leclerc, Jonathan Cox and Leclerc, two aggressive drivers. Steve may be wise just to take a little watching brief. Flying Sauce also on mediums.
Yes.
Complete split of strategy. Andy on softs. Andy definitely going again. Wants some overtaking to get done.
Oh, Andy all the way down in 14th. What happened to him?
He didn't stack. You know what? I don't know. The biggest losers are RC Sene. Of course, Leclerc changed his front wing. Sene had to queue. It has not worked for him at all. So Slim leads with Granty, but it's McLaren 1-2 again. How's this come about? And RU Racing, who pulled off that absolutely stellar move, Andy pits again.
Yeah, I'd like to see that.
Yeah, I'd like to see it on board with RU Racing's view there. Certainly on the camera angle, that looked pretty weird.
Yeah, but that action we saw with Steve, Lucas, Jonathan Cox,
But
that was fantastic.
That action was incredible. Steve, Lucas, Jonathan Cox, RU Racing, BP, all of them involved. No contact, wheel to wheel for the entire lap. Absolutely brilliant. And I'll tell you what, they all would have loved that as well. They all would have loved that.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt.
That's exactly why we go racing. That's exactly why we do it for. Harry says incredible.
If you don't enjoy that,
racing.
mate, you might as well pack it in.
Lucas says he's not angry, he's furious. I think that's about qualifying with RC Sene. Dave, you have one drop. I think you mean one job, so you messed that up. Nigel Bro says, great to see you back, Jacob. You're the best. Jacob, well, we've seen Jacob have some incredible drives through the field before. We'll definitely take another one now. Grant Smart says Lurker on an outlap. As I said to carry this lap, yeah, Lennon says I should be at least 5th or 6th. Hasn't worked out for Lennon. And Harry says incredible racing. I presume he's referring to the epic battle between...
Hey, we've got change of positions going on behind the safety car then.
Yeah, Granty Boy just adjusting back into 2nd place. Slim will be on the restart. This should be a pretty straightforward restart. Lennon and Roscoe swapping positions. Lennon's got a time penalty. Oh, God. So, Roscoe's 12th on the hard tyres. He stopped just before the safety car, didn't he? So, it's worked out for him as well. Oh, he has got a 5-second penalty through the pits. And Slim leads them round. Oh, a little bit of a wiggle on the rear there. That may cost him time. As we're back
So he
away.
didn't get that one right, I don't think.
And
We are back
Granty
on the
Boy
way.
is right. He's got a run on him, in fact. Roscoe's past Flying Soz. So Roscoe right behind Steve. The two Super League drivers coming through together. That's not the view we want. We want this view here. BP right by the back of RU Racing. Jamie's past Crazy Power. That's crucial for Jamie. Jamie's
Flying Soz gets that position back.
by the way, Jamie on soft tyres. Oh, and a Red Bull losing it. Leclerc nearly out of position. Blaz penalty. Jamie on soft tyres, Matt. I've just spotted that.
Oh.
What's that about?
He needs to get a move on then.
Oh, Blaz trying to pass Sene. Slovenia versus Belgium here. Sene has the inside line. Well, Sene's got some good pace. Blaz forced out wide. Oh, and there's Jacob in there as well.
I didn't realise Jamie won. He really needs to get a move on then. He needs to clear these two in front of him. He's got toe to toe.
Sorry, Matt. Jacob's just pulled an absolute worldy move on Blaz to for 15th place, but a fantastic move in the S's. Back at the front, Slimbo's lead is 5/10 with RU Racing right there. BP not going with him. The hard tyres not to grip yet as Flying Soz passes Stee on the inside. Can he get stopped in time? He's on the medium tyres, so he needs to get a move on. Roscoe there as well with the other Alpha right behind him as Andy has passed its TG. Meanwhile at the front, there are the two McLarens. They've still got to stop, but they're trying to create a gap. And Granty
Jamie won for a move on Lucas into turn 1.
Yes, see him in the background there. There is Jamie Williams. Williams pops out. Look at the action behind. You've got Jonathan Cox passing Crazy Power as well. Lucas and BP side by side. Jamie up to 3rd. However, he's going to have to stop again. Oh, and Steve's gone. Steve's gone. Oh, what a shame for the Toro Rosso. He was battling with Flying Soz.
Bloody amateur.
He's as a Crazy Power
No
pass.
damage though.
No damage. BP's and Lucas are side by side. These two have got history. These two have got a lot of history. Bahrain comes to mind. Oh, there's a little bit of a rivalry there. Oh, and Jonathan Cox so close to contact as well. BP holds position. Of course, Lucas on the medium and grippier tyres at the moment. Crazy Power got passed by Leclerc. Flying Soz now right behind Crazy Power. He's going backwards, unfortunately. However, they'll pit for softs later on and should come back into the race, but they need probably another safety car. Jamie right behind RU Racing. Flying Soz has now got past Crazy Power. Crazy Power may not fight this too hard. Jonathan Cox passing Lucas. They've got history as well. And Leclerc's there, of course. DRS now enabled. Right, back to the front. Granty Boy is not within DRS. It'll be open next time by J1 fastest lap. Roscoe pits. That will take his penalty as well. Oh, another penalty for Roscoe speeding in the pits. Oh boy. Oh, what have we got here? Jonathan Cox trying to get past Lucas on the medium tyres. They're both on mediums, of course. Can Jonathan Cox get through? Yes, he does. A little bit of manners, a little bit of elbows out. Lucas hanging around the outside. Oh, he's forced Leclerc off. Oh, oh, big crash! Flying Soz! Flying Soz facing backwards as well, and they're coming free abreast down the straight. Watch where you're rejoining. Well done, Flying Soz. I think Flying Soz and Jonathan Cox came together there. Jonathan Cox sort of put a Red Bull on the grass, and then Flying Soz had nowhere to go.
I'm just watching Jamie Wan's progress, Dave. He's slowly getting up there. He's into 4th place now. We all know he has to pit again, along with the top 3. So
yes. So the man outright. Well, BP's got to stop again. Jonathan Cox maybe the outright leader here. Jonathan J1 should be lining up with an RU Racing now. Here he goes.
I'd like to have seen Jonathan Cox on the hards.
Yeah, maybe Leclerc's the outright leader. Who knows? Lennon's got to stop again. Maybe RC Sene as well. Johnny now gets down the inside. Oh, and nearly ran into the back of Granty Boy, but he is through. He has passed him, and now he's
Jamie One gets past Are You Racing as well.
As BP still has that train behind him here. Oh, Jacob and Crazy Power side by side. Crazy Power is struggling desperately in those hard tires. Jacob up to 11th place. As we've got Jonathan Cox and Leclerc. Leclerc putting some manners on Jonathan Cox. Bit of taste. BP, 5 seconds. BP is really helping out the front four. BP will hit on soft.
I think so. You got Granty going with Slim as well.
Yeah, matching him pace for pace. Jamie right behind now. We'll cut to that Jamie one now because there is Jamie one. Now Granty Boy can be the perfect rear gunner for Slim here. Slim needs it. Jamie needs those points now. The time has come where Jamie needs to outscore Slim every way possible. Jamie will need the run. Lennon has passed RC Sene. I tell you, Lennon's on a flying at the moment. Although RC Sene is going back.
Past Granty now.
Jonathan Cox penalty. Oh, and now Jacob. Oh, and Granty's going defensive. He hasn't got DRS yellow flag. Virtual safety car. What did Jamie pass Granty Boy in time? No, he'd have to let him go back through. And we've got Jacob off the road. Jacob's back down 16th. Oh, and RC Sene's got no front wing whatsoever with that contact. Lennon's retired.
Had enough from the pits.
I think Lennon was involved as well. What a shame. That's our first DNF. So a free pit stop. It's TG doing a very good job in 13th. On the mediums, they should get to the end. Roscoe, who still has penalties. Steve back up to 12th. Passes are side by side. So virtual safety car should be coming in. I tell you what, that's virtual safety car saved Granty Boy being passed by Jamie One.
Oh yeah, massively.
I tell you, it's great to see BP and Lucas racing side by side with no contact. They did it last year, I think, Monza. Oh, BP, speedy. Oh, commentator's curse. Oh, Slim's made a terrible restart. And I think Granty Boy went defensive to stop Jamie One passing both of them. I can't help but feel Granty took one for the team now. Slim was sleeping on the restart and Granty Boy, she came out to stop Jamie getting them both. But now Jamie, in fact Slim pits. And again Granty Boy going defensive. Granty Boy has
For what tyres, Slim? For what tyres?
It's got to be hard, surely. And now Jamie One may lead this race down the inside. Granty Boy.
It is hard.
Hard for Slim and down the order. Slim goes as Jamie One leads the race. Well, just. And Are You Racing trying to follow Jamie One through? Are You Racing? Nicely up there. BP being passed by Lucas Leclerc. Past Jonathan Cox. Those two are going at it again. Let's go on board with the Greek driver now. In fact, the move is already done. Andy time penalty. It's a rarity for Andy.
Tell you what, we questioned Jamie One going on to the softs again, but if he can go another 3 or 4 laps on them softs again, the mediums, he's going to be on the softer tyre against Slim's hard.
And Slim is down in 12th. A little bit of space though to get on with it. 7 seconds behind Steve, who's catching Blaz, and Blaz is in a World Championship point position, everybody. Has got to stop again, but Blaz has kept his nose out of trouble. Although he has had a spin somewhere. Jacob penalty. Jacob, so much raw speed. But I can't help but feel a loose, ragged car does not help him sometimes.
He's almost got too much speed, hasn't he?
Jamie has broke Granty's DRS. Granty goes on as well, interesting. Well, Are You Racing go? Are You Racing pits?
So Dave, Leclerc, V6, hard tyres, doesn't have to stop again.
No, Leclerc probably now is the outright leader of this race. Leclerc is having an absolute storming second half of the season. Are You Racing tumbles down the order as well. Andy passes Crazy Power. That move is getting done right now, and there is Andy passing the Italian driver. I bet he cannot wait to get rid of those hard tyres, as Are You Racing is not too far behind Slim. Not too far at all. Slim's tyres now up to full temperature, but Are You Racing only 1.7 behind. Slim is catching Steve quite quickly, but as you'd expect, Steve's on 8 lap old hards. Steve probably will have to stop again. So Slim's going to have to pass Steve outright for position here. He'll also have to pass Jonathan Cox and Leclerc as well. So Slim is probably a net 5th or 6th. Steve probably a net 5th. That spin.
The one thing in Slim's favour is he has got open road in front of him, and so
He has.
he's not battling these guys early.
He certainly has. I tell you what, BP is still right behind the back of Lucas with Leclerc now coming in hot. If Steve hadn't spun, I don't know what happened. He may have made contact, but he could have been in for a dark horse of a podium place with Jacob and RC Sene having an almighty tussle for 15th and 16th. Two very, very quick drivers, and it's still wheel to wheel. Roscoe time penalty. BP pits now. Wooly, that's pretty early than what I imagined for BP. What tyres is he going to put on? I thought he was going to.
He did have a drive through, didn't he? He had a drive through.
Oh, of course. Of course he did. Under the safety car, yeah. So that's completely ruined it for BP. He's even out behind Slim, and that may have cost BP a chance of points. His strategy is out the window. Still up to 9th. Blaz up to 8th place. Could we be on for a Slovenian point for the first time since Silverstone? Leclerc cannot get past Lucas. And Jonathan Cox is still right behind him, but there's a question, big question mark. 3 laps to go over his tyres will get to the end. I don't think so, Matt. Jamie won, that was a 1.5 second lead. Slim will soon be in traffic. As Steve picks up his first penalty, I think every driver's going to end up with a penalty at some stage in this race. Jamie 1.7 at Granty. Lucas now with his Greek counterpart behind him. I'll tell you what.
I'm just watching the gap between Slim and Lucas. It's around 20 seconds. It's slowly but surely coming down.
And Matt, Lucas has let Leclerc go. I know they're in the same party chat. And Lucas has let... leaders are pitting, Matt. Leaders are in. Now, will it be mediums then for Jamie? Surely it will be mediums. Mediums could maybe go to the end.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. Jamie's green release. It's mediums for Jamie and hards for Granty Boy. Where's Slim? Slim not up finish straight now. He's back in front of Jamie, but there is Jamie. We've got the two championship contenders next to each other on track on different strategies, and maybe Jamie's is the one. I'll tell you what, IU Racing has jumped Granty Boy. Well done, IU Racing. Granty Boy down to 11th. Well then.
So we've got Leclerc in first on the hard. I think if he can get them to the end, he's going to be hard to beat.
Leclerc should get those to the end. Leclerc should
12 seconds in front of Slimbo and Jamie 1.
He should not have to stop again. As Andy picks up a penalty. Aye, Andy. Such a shame. Andy on the soft tyres still. He'll probably go mediums now to the end. Crazy Power will be due to get rid of... I tell you, Crazy Power's done a good job. 17 lap old hards. And Blaz there in 6th, and they will put on the medium tyres or maybe hold out for the softs. Watch that gap between Jamie and Slim. Slim is right behind Steve. Now, will Steve make it easy for Slim? I wonder. And Slim is maybe not close enough to make a move here. And Jamie 1 is catching as Jonathan Cox is right past Lucas. And through goes Jonathan Cox. I'll tell you what, Jonathan, if he hasn't got to stop again.
He doesn't have to pit again. Doesn't have to, no, but I can't see them tyres getting another 17 laps.
Oh, Steve saying no to Slim. And that's costing Slim to Jamie. Now I think Steve covering the inside line, making Slim go the hard way. Steve is definitely making Slim fight for this. And again, Slim with not... Oh, Slim has got through. I think the fresher tyres there helping him out. Wow. Steve having a back out on the inside. I'll tell you what, Steve's still there.
Not giving in.
Ooh, no contact. Great racing. And Steve not giving it up. He is showing what he can do in Elite League. He's taken it to the championship leader. Oh, and as you can see, really struggling there with the hard tyres through the S's. And Jamie 1 is right behind Steve now. Slim is now to the back of Blaz. Oh, and Jamie 1 is desperate to follow Slim through. Jamie, of course, has the better tyres. Steve absolutely holding his own. He is fighting with the best in Elite at the moment. Top 2 in the championship, though I think he may be sitting down now. Slim is already 1.7 seconds down the road on those fresh hards and right behind the back of the other Williams and Blaz.
Jamie 1's got to get this move done now.
He has to. He's done. And I'll tell you what, will Blaz help Slim? Will help Jamie? Teammates, of course, Blaz and Jamie 1. Granty poised past IU Racing. And there he goes into turn 1. Oh, Jamie 1 penalty. Oh no! And Slim still hasn't passed Blaz. Oh, that penalty for Jamie Wan, I pray, is not costly. Flying Soz is out. And yet again, he's in the pits, thankfully, in the pits, he's done it. But sadly, yet again, both Alphas are out of the race. Horrible season for the Alphas. Slim still can't pass Blaz, and Jamie's coming. Blaz doing the perfect, and there is Jamie Blaz doing the perfect job for Williams here and for his teammate. Slim getting impatient.
He knows what he's doing, does Blaz.
Oh, Blaz doing an absolute brilliant team job, and there is Jamie. The championship contenders are nose to tail now.
Blaz did the perfect.
He has.
Perfect
Look, and
roll,
he's still making Slim work for it. Jamie Wan fastest lap. Here we go. Blaz will have to defend the inside. Andy's pitted. Blaz lets his teammate go as well.
I'll tell you what, that is straight line speed from Jamie Wan. That is incredible.
And here
It's
we
past them
go.
both.
Don't forget, Jamie has to pass Slim and get a 3-second lead. As Steve's got Granty and IU Racing tucked up right behind him. Oh, there's a car off the road. Who is that? Oh no, it's Soz's Alpha. Soz did retire in the pits, and then why his AI came back out. Oh, Jamie overcooking it behind Slim. He's trying too hard. Granty Boy getting past Steve. They're still side by side as well. Little bit of wheel rubbing there. Steve forced around the outside. Granty Boy takes the inside. Hooks up both apexes. Great racing yet again. Great racing with Steve. A Slim penalty. They're even, Matt. Slim penalty.
Yeah.
They are even.
Oh, sorry.
They're even Stevens. We've got a straight fight.
I've got the wrong delta on.
I don't think, crucially and sadly for Jamie, they're going to have. This is probably third place. Unless they can really reel in Leclerc and Jonathan Cox.
Jonathan Cox getting to the end, so I think Jonathan Cox will have to pit again.
He's still got a lot of laps to do, hasn't he? And tell you what, Leclerc may struggle as well. Slim going to the inside.
Shout out to Lucas, P3 not pitty. Crazy Power, P4 not
Jamie's
pitty.
through! Sorry Matt, Jamie's done it, has he? Down the inside, the two championship leaders are side by side. Slim has the inside, but Jamie will have the inside for the next turn. Slim hanging around the outside. It's not done. Jamie Wan has DRS. He'll have to go around the hard way, round the outside. Is he through? Slim locks up. Jamie Wan gets the move done. Yes! The medium tyres coming in.
Come on, Jamie.
Exactly what he did. He has to take points off Slim, and this is the perfect way to respond. IU Racing's got past Steve. They're all catching Blaz. Oh, Slim. I tell you what, I wonder who'd be kicking himself going on the hard tyres, Matt.
I think he had to go on the hard tyres, didn't he? Because he couldn't go on the softs. He would never got the softs to the end.
Oh, sorry, that's a great point.
I wonder if he's kicking himself for not pitching behind the first safety car lap 7, going the same strategy as Jamie Wan.
Just want to see the Crazy Power pits. Now, Jamie, how far is he off the leaders? He is, when it adjusts itself, 10 seconds. As Slim is back in the DRS. Can he make up that time? Andy fastest lap. That's a bonus point as it stands. Yeah, just a bonus point as it stands. Crazy Power will come out. Wow, it's all gone wrong for BP. Lucas time penalty. Slim is still hustling the back of that Williams. He's not letting Jamie Wan go one bit, is he? This is absolutely intriguing.
Surely he's going to be on the softs.
Lucas will go softs. Interestingly, Crazy Power didn't go softs to the end. Jacob, another penalty for Jacob.
You're going to have Lucas come out in about P10, P11 on the softs.
Granty Boy passing Blaz. That took longer than I thought. In fact, IU Racing's passed Granty Boy. Sorry, in all the action, I've missed that. IU Racing has passed Granty Boy. So the Belgian driver having a fantastic race on the hard tyres as well as Granty Boy. Steve now right behind Blaz as well. He may not have to pit again either. There's a few question marks out there. I'll tell you what, they won't.
It's a race of the unknown, this one.
They won't pit unless they have to. Jonathan Cox could be on for a fantastic second place. And look at Slim, still right behind the back of his championship contender. It's not too bad. He'll only drop, 2 points as it stands? As Blaz pits.
Yeah. Tell you what, Jonathan Cox, if we can get them tyres to the end, that's a cracking drive.
Late move by Slim. Oh, I thought he was going to stick his nose in there. Late move by Slim. Granty Boy is passing RU Racing and got the move done. Slim could do Granty Boy, catching them up and helping him out. Roscoe's on the verge of a championship point. In fact, take that back. Crazy Power's just passed him down the outside on the fresh tyres. Great little battle here. Crazy Power, Roscoe, Jacob and RC Sene. And now Jacob going for Roscoe. Crazy Power makes a mistake. Oh, it could get a little bit messy here. Jacob's got through into 11th. He has got penalties. Roscoe trying to get back through. In fact, I think Crazy Power's got back through. Fantastic little battle. And sadly for Roscoe, he's been dumped to the back of this battle. And Jacob...
I've got Slim holding onto the back of Jamie.
This is getting a little bit messy here. Crazy Power doing his best to hold on. I tell you what, massive shout out to XTG. 10th place, and I don't think has to stop again. He could be on for a championship point, which would be absolutely fantastic. He hasn't scored since Monaco. He's only scored points twice in Elite League, and both times here at Monaco.
Both at Monaco, weren't they? Yeah.
So, yeah. Well, these times are to the leaders. Jamie is not really catching the leaders, but now RC Sene trying to get around the inside of Crazy Power and gets the move done. Roscoe back into 12, holding off Jacob. XTG penalty, another classic commentator's curse there. But Matt, Jamie won on the fresh tyres, 10 lap fresher tyres. It's still not really catching.
No, and he's not really pulling away from Slim either.
No, Slim hanging on. That DRS is massively helping Slim. In fact, Slim may, that's not the view we want. Slim may have a little run here. Granty Boy's actually catching him up with RU Racing. So Leclerc leads from 2.8 seconds. Lucas has to stop again. Jamie, as it stands, will be on for a podium.
Yeah, Lucas has to stop again. He's not stopped yet. He's the only one in the field.
And there is, in fact, Lucas just up the road. Slim not letting Jamie out of his sight. Will Jamie's tyres start to drop away? Jacob now has finally passed Roscoe. Will Jamie's tyres drop away? Of course. Roscoe's penalties are really mounting up now as Lucas is really struggling. Look how quickly he's been caught. I wonder if Leclerc and Jonathan Cox's tyres will go off a cliff.
Well, Leclerc's I can't see going off.
10 laps. It'd be 28 as RC Sene picks. It'd be 28 laps he would have done as Lucas picks. His tyres are dead. And they're 24 laps old. That's a big message for Jonathan Cox. Jamie 1 has Lucas's DRS, which is helpful. As Granty Boy and RU Racing defensive. Granty Boy's repassed RU Racing with a fantastic battle. Granty Boy yet again getting himself up the field. Are we going to see a Force India barge his way through? No, we're not. Sorry, Racing Point.
Just seeing Lucas pit then. Jonathan Cox surely can't get 29 laps out of the medium.
Very, very unlikely.
He's going to have to pit again.
Sadly, Brad's pitted and down to 13th place. Crazy Power and Roscoe both pitting. What a shame. Steve up to 7th place.
Lucas come out in P10 on the softs.
Fastest laps incoming.
Without a doubt.
Leclerc now frees.
We'll see.
I tell you what, Matt. Jamie's catching Jonathan Cox. Jonathan Cox is losing Leclerc. Oh, he'll be desperately hoping those mediums can hold on for 10 more laps, but that'd be 20.
Slimbo's going to have a cracking run. Jamie 1 into turn 1 now. Tucks up right behind him into the stadium section.
And I wonder now if the hard tyres are now kicking in. They've warmed up nicely. They've got better wear. Steve passing Andy. Or is that Andy trying to get past Steve? No, it's Andy on the fresh tyres trying to get past Steve. Back to the leaders. Back to third and
Jamie
fourth.
Won.
I think.
Slimbo.
Oh, this could be Slim's chance. Jamie's not really defending it either. Maybe he knows what's coming. Oh, he's trying now, but it's too late. Slim's through. Oh, what a shame for Jamie 1 and Slim. Repasses. Any points off Jamie 1 will be huge for Slim and his championship. And they're still catching Jonathan Cox. Granty Boy and RU Racing.
Granty now you're racing behind, yeah.
I mean, an almighty tussle. Steve down to 8th. I tell you what, Steve could be, Matt, under a bit of threat. It's TG's now starting to catch him.
We've got cars battling all the way down the field, but only in twos. Ooh, as he's sent it off the track then into the bollards.
There he is, and Jacob's going with him. And as Lucas passes XTG, and that may just cost any chance of a podium for Jamie 1, and may just add.
It could cost him even more points to Granty as well.
I haven't seen Granty's name pick up for a penalty yet, and that may edge Slimbo ever so slightly near an Elite League Championship. Small errors like that are costly. Jacob's got so many penalties. Steve could be in trouble, Matt. Lucas is flying on the softs. It's TG's also catching, and so is RC Sene and Jacob. As Granty, again, he does that one line out, one line in. Cuts that toe. Jamie Wan sticking with Slim, by the way, as well. Watch out for that Lucas fastest lap. That's no surprise at all. Lucas could salvage his way up to a possible 7th place. Leclerc.
You'd have to go some to catch Andy, wouldn't you? But yeah.
He really would. Again, against IE Racing on Granty Boy. Can he make the move? Granty Boy's got some straight line speed, I'll tell you that. Holding off the DRS there. Jamie just needs to keep up as STG penalties. Hey, that may cost him a point as well. Blaz may pick up a point. Steve.
Anybody could pick up a point.
It's going to be wide open, isn't it? It certainly is. Round 18 here in Mexico. 8 laps to go. Leclerc has done an absolutely stellar job. He is on his way for his 2nd win of the season. I tell you what, Leclerc could be an outside shot of a top 4, top 5 in the championship the way he's going. Jonathan Cox will be.
Would have been here from the start, yeah.
He will be a championship contender without a doubt. Jonathan Cox is praying. In fact, he's in. He's in for softs. I can't help but feel
Where's he going to come out?
If he was going to do that, I can't help but feel he should have done that 2 laps ago.
When Lucas did, yeah.
Yeah, he should have stopped when Lucas did. Jamie Wan may have another runner here on Slim. This is now for 2nd place.
I think he'll come out behind Lucas, maybe just in front of him.
As it stands, Slim would have a 31-point lead. Jonathan Cox comes out ahead of Lucas on mediums. Maybe he's got no softs left.
They won't have who's in Q3 would want to.
Yeah, so no softs left for Jonathan Cox. So Jacob and RC Sene going at it again. And who's pitted? Steve's pitted as well. I think Steve had to.
Yeah, I don't understand that from Jonathan Cox.
Ooh,
why didn't he do
Leclerc's
it?
picked up
3 laps later?
Matt, could you tell me how many penalties Leclerc's got?
Can.
I think he's picked up a couple now.
You're thinking of Granty, yeah.
I'm thinking that Granty in 4th place could be sitting in a wonderful position here. Maybe not for the win, but definitely for 2nd. But
No, but Lennon 3, Sene 3, Jonathan Cox 3, Bradbury 3, Roscoe 3, Coandy 3 seconds, Ryan Sauce 3, Roscoe
3 more for RC Sene as Granty Boy again with that straight line speed he has in that car. Are you racing do anything about it? I don't think he can. Is that Jamie with a late lunge? No, it isn't. Slim, in fact, locks up his tyres though, and Jamie gets right within the rear wing, and you'll see in the background. But I tell you what, Granty Boy battling with IU Racing is costing him time. It's TG pits. His tyres probably would have done it as well. That's a shame. Blaz 11th. Lucas passes Jonathan Cox down the inside. Jonathan Cox not fighting that too high. There's Lucas has the far better tyres, but Blaz could be on for points. So I'll tell you what, Jonathan Cox right behind Lucas here.
Yeah, it looks like Leclerc has only got the 3 seconds that he just
3
picked
seconds,
up.
so that's fine for Leclerc. Jacob could be on. Well, Jacob's got a ton of penalties.
That's all he's got.
IE Racing's name hasn't come up too many times either that I've seen. I don't want to jinx him, probably just have. IE Racing could be off the podium. I tell you what, I think IE Racing's going to have to pass Granty, but Andy's got a host of penalties, which is very unlike him.
Very unlike him, yeah.
5 laps to go. Anyone 6 downwards is a complete lossery. I have no idea. I've got a feeling Blaz could be off for some points, which would be a welcome for Williams. Although McLaren, again, are going to take another massive haul of points, another big haul towards the Constructors' Championship. Who would have thought that again after 5 races? When they were down in last, and Granty Boy and IU Racing are closer than ever. And again, IU Racing will be baffled here. DRS open and just cannot get past that slippery McLaren. Lucas now only 3 seconds behind Andy. Lucas did a great job. He did a great race, man.
I was just trying to figure out Jonathan Cox why he didn't pit 2 or 3 laps earlier than he did.
Yeah, probably.
If he knew, he must have known he didn't have any softs left.
Especially for mediums, yeah. He probably would have got good extra 5-6 laps on those mediums. It would have put him ahead of Lucas, that's for sure. He could have been with Andy. Andy has got penalties. I know Jonathan Cox has got penalties. They all have, to be honest. Stee may benefit from this. Stee's on 13th. On softs, absolutely flying. He's now right behind the back of his Toro Rosso teammate BP. Let's pick up the Toro Rosso boys. There they are.
Jacob's got about 30 seconds of penalties, hasn't he? So he'll drop right down.
Sene's got about 20. Yellow flag. It's TG's gone. Virtual safety car. Thankfully, no full safety car because that just would have. I just would have shut up until the race had finished.
I'd like to have seen it. I'd like to have seen it.
Well, it would have messed up Jamie 1. It would have messed up Leclerc. Would have messed up Andy. So
But for once, it would have helped Granty.
It still could. Slim's a 6.4 off the lead now, by the way. A few more laps and Slim would have been right behind the back of Leclerc. So there's Blaz on the medium tyres. Roscoe, another penalty. Sene pits. Takes a free shot under the virtual safety car. Andy, 5 seconds. That's one of those... That's a virtual, yes. Oh, my word. So
It still does it, doesn't it?
And safety car in. Sene, what a nightmare. The quickest man in the whole of qualifiers now. Steve has a run on BP. I don't think BP will fight this at all. In fact, doesn't.
Jamie 1 has got a run off Slimbo.
Steve passes BP. He's going on for some great points. Slim penalty, Matt. Slim penalty. Ooh. They're even again. If Jamie 1 knows, Jamie, we're talking to you, mate. You're even on penalties.
Get past him.
Get past him. Granty Boys now 7 seconds behind these two. Wow, they have really lost out, haven't they? Are You Racing still right behind now?
You say that, Dave. If we can get that gap down to less than 6 seconds.
Well, hang on. Slim and Jamie both have 6 seconds.
Yeah, Granty hasn't got any.
Blaz. Oh, Blaz penalty. Jamie may have a run here, though. Down the inside, he has got a run. Can Jamie get it done? Down the inside. No contact, and Jamie 1 is through again. Into second place. They have to go at the clappers. They can't hold each other up because Granty Boy and Are You Racing will now start to come into play.
Keep an eye on that gap between Granty and Slim.
It's 6.5. A Granty Boy penalty would be absolutely huge, but Jamie crucially now, as Lucas picks up a penalty, Jamie crucially ahead of Slim. Leclerc, who had that fantastic battle with Stee and Co earlier on, has just checked out, hasn't he?
Yeah, the safety cars obviously helped him for a couple of laps, but I think they'll hold to the end now. There's no way he'll pick with 3 laps to go.
No.
To the end.
Oh no!
Jamie penalty.
Oh, I don't believe it. It's like a penalty shootout. Roscoe must win the virtual qualification. Oh, Jamie. That's going to cost him 4th and 5th, possibly. Oh, I've gone.
Granty's got that gap down now to 6.4.
Not a lot in it.
Not Are You Racing's pitched a Mulder penalty. Lucas and Jonathan Cox having a bit of a tussle.
These positions are going to be, I don't know. We just no idea. Jamie 1 needs to pick up another penalty, and it's rare Slim picks up 6 seconds, let alone 9.
Just hope to sort this out in the next game because it's. Some of the penalties are rare.
Well, it's the last 2 games now. The last 3 games there's been this same problem.
Yeah. The inches over the out. And it's when they're running wide as well. They're the worst ones.
It's daft. Andy penalty as well. He's possibly blown his points as well. Baz is back into 10th. He has penalties, but I think less than everybody else. Jonathan Cox, another penalty for himself, right behind the back of Lucas. Lucas's tyres must be going off. Slim may have a run on Jamie 1. He doesn't need to fight this, Slim.
No, he will know as well.
He will, because actually Granty Boy may take a position off him. Back goes Slim, agonising for Jamie. This is horrible.
BP penalty.
BP's got a ton of penalties as well. This has been one of the worst tracks of penalties without a doubt. Slim is on his way to another podium. Another big leap towards the championship. Oh, but makes a big mistake there. Locks up the tyres. That's not going to help him out. Jamie 1 knee right in the back of him. Good control. Are you racing Granty Boy? Are still going. That's it. Jonathan Cox.
Tell you what, Jamie 1's got nothing to lose, has he? He's got to have a big lunge on this one.
He really hasn't. Jamie will probably finish 4th, but he'll be at 33 points off the championship lead with 3 rounds to go.
Yeah, Slim will get another 6 points, and it'll be 35 points.
35 points, of course. Yeah. There's 3 rounds to go. He needs a Slim retirement, really, and they are few and far between. But Slim hasn't retired yet this season. No retirements for Slim. Some DNSs. No retirements. Last lap, Leclerc has driven an absolutely stellar race out in front. We'll pick him up shortly. He's too far back now, and those mediums have probably seen their best as well. What about Granty Boy and Are You Racing? If Jamie 1 can have a good last lap, he may save himself a 4th place. Are You Racing may have a go at Granty Boy here. He gets close.
I can't see him keeping 4th.
Jonathan Cox over on Lucas. Jonathan Cox has a lot of penalties though, so Lucas will not fight this too hard, and doesn't. Jonathan Cox through into 7th. He's had a good race. If he didn't have so many penalties, he would be nicely up. There's another racing car past Granty. Oh, is the Ferrari off? It's Andy. Andy's
He's
retired.
off as well.
Are You Racing Granty Boy side by side?
Jamie 1 picks up another penalty.
Oh my word, that's 12 seconds. And with Granty Boy and Are You Racing fighting hard. Blas could be on for points as well. Here is Leclerc. The confetti is out. The Greek driver is his way for another win. 2 wins this season. A
deserved one as well. Not really spoke about him.
Deserved win for Leclerc. 5-second onside penalty. Hold on.
Whoa.
Hold on a minute.
Hold on.
He has one. He has one from Slim, who takes 2nd place. Jamie 1, well, I think it's going to be 4th. Granty Boy does join his McLaren team on the podium. 4th for Jamie 1. Are You Racing with a good result there in 5th place. Here comes Jonathan Cox now. Here, this is where it gets interesting. So Lucas is 6th for now. Jacob may even be front of the race for those penalties. I'll tell you what, Jonathan Cox should be safe in 7th, man. I think that's easy
Blas
enough.
should jump up to P8.
Go on, Blas. Jonathan Cox is, down he goes, Jacob. Blas is 8th. What about Steve? Steve, 9th for the championship point for Steve. Jacob is currently 10th. No, he's done. RC Sene is doing donuts. BP does salvage a point.
Stay up to P9.
Only just as well. Look at that. Look at the time difference between him and Blas. Sene does a beautiful pirouette over the start position straight. Oh my god, and it's just killed Crazy Power. And Roscoe rounds them off. Great point for Steve and Blas. Well done, Blas. Big shout out to Blas. Finally back in the points.
Wow.
Leclerc wins. And I'll tell you what, I cannot wait to see Leclerc next season. But the McLarens again there on the podium. And I'll tell you what, Matt, those McLarens.
That's constructors wrapped up. I think. I can't see him relinquishing that lead.
I think they can wrap it up in the next round as well in the USA.
Yes.
I tell you what a partnership Granty Boy and Stiller. I'd love to see Granty Boy in at the start of the season as well, because he'd be up there.
Well, they'd have won the championship by now.
I tell you what, Matt, though, well done to Jamie. That was his best race since probably Hungary, or probably Belgium.
Penalties cost him massively, didn't they?
There's Granty Boy's no penalties. 11th to 3rd. He's done it again through the field. Jamie 1 was
driver of the day, Dave. Driver of the day.
That's a tough one. Probably Leclerc. Leclerc was in that almighty tussle in midfield. Once he got to front, he never looked back, did he? The one-stop worked for him. I'd give it Leclerc. Shout-outs, of course, to Granty Boy from 11th to 1st. Jamie 1, that's his best race in a long time. He gave it everything.
And Lucas.
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 Are You Racing? 13th to 5th. Great result for him. Jonathan Cox. Good result for Jonathan Cox. He's now 2 good results in the bounce for him. Blas and Stig, great points for them as well. And BP picks up a point. And we have got the race winner. Second place man. Slim, well done, buddy. 2nd place. Another big haul of points towards the championship. In your perspective, buddy, how was that for you?
Tough, very tough race. very hot as well. So yeah, but massive fight with Jamie pretty much all race. I thought he would have had me on the mediums, but they started to wear out, and it was fairly level pegging field. That virtual safety car at the end absolutely murdered me. I had no grip on the restart, and yeah, I was just glad I could get ahead of Jamie again. Didn't realise he had that many penalties. Last time I checked, he had 6 seconds. So
yeah, he picked up 2 penalties very late. He was giving it absolutely everything. He knew that fight was for the championship. Really, that was a huge result for yourself and for McLaren as well. It looks like you're coasting. Does it feel like that now? Do you feel you've got a hand on the championship? You're 35 points ahead or 34 points ahead now?
I'm still saying it's too early. If I had won that race and Jamie got no points, then I would be a different story. But it's so much. It's still really close. Like barely gained any points on him. Like I think it's like 6 point difference on him. So it's not
the biggest bottle job ever, Slim. If you do it,
yeah,
you will never.
Well, it wouldn't have been the first time. Wouldn't have been the first time. But yeah, that was a tough race.
Good. Well done, mate.
And did you, just a quick one, did you feel at some point that the hards weren't the way to go? Did you feel like you made a mistake?
Halfway through the race, just after my pit stop, and I saw Jamie was on the mediums. I was saying to myself I should have gone on the mediums, but then Jamie didn't pit again, so it would have been the bad call in hindsight. But in the moment, I thought I'd gone the wrong way. I thought he was going to 2-stop.
Yep, well, Slim, congratulations. 3 races to go. You've just got finished ahead of Jamie 1. You can't afford a retirement, and you're pretty much there, mate. Congratulations today, 2nd place. And your McLaren teammate, Granty Boy, 3rd after starting 11th, and was also involved in some almighty tussles in that race. Granty, in your perspective, how was that for you?
Oh, mate, that was amazing. Just letting people do what they had to do on the track. I have nothing to do with the championship at all. Letting Slim go on the straight, and I knew he had more pace anyway, so if I just stay behind him, kept the DRS, I knew I would just keep them, just get away from all the other drivers. But yeah, hats off to Are You Racing, man, fantastic driver. One of the greatest battles I've had yet.
Yeah, it looked fantastic. That straight line speed you had just kept you ahead of him, because he was trying absolutely everything to get through. Those laps must have flown by fighting with him.
Yeah, definitely. Just glad I didn't pick up any penalties, to be honest. Kept my cool. I didn't know if he had any or not. I was more concerned on Jamie if he had any. And obviously they were getting away from me. And when Are You Racing did actually battle me for the last lap, I thought I'm going to lose time here, because I think that's when he got his last penalty. And,
it was, yeah.
Excuse me. Yeah, and then obviously when I got the overtake back, I just tried pushing and kept it in within 9 seconds. So yeah, really happy with no penalties today. That's a tough track to get some.
Yeah, it's
Well done, mate.
incredible achievement. You've been an incredible addition to the championship as well. I can't help but feel that if you've been all season, you'd be fighting Slim and Jamie and Leclerc as well up for the championship. Are you getting yourself ready for a full campaign next season? Are you looking forward to it?
I am definitely getting ready for the full campaign next season with the guys in this league. Shame I probably won't be Slimbo's teammate next season. I don't know how you guys do it here, but yeah, it's been an absolute pleasure. All right, well, it's been an absolute pleasure, Slim, to help
Yeah.
with the constructors as drivers.
And of course, you're on your way to Constructors Championship as well. I think you can wrap it up in the USA for yourself, Granty Boy, at a track that's kind to you, or a bit indifferent about it?
Yeah, very kind to me. Again, just gonna take it easy. I've got nothing to fight for, mate. So I'll be happy to stay on the track and go to the end of it.
Top man, thank you so much for joining us, and congratulations yet again, another podium and another great haul of points as well. And finally, our race winner Leclerc, congratulations. But I know English is not your best, so I'll keep it easy for you, buddy. But what a race you had, mate.
Hello?
As I was just saying, well done, mate. It was a great race from you.
Thank you very much. I want to set a good graduate for everybody. It's Mexico is my favorite Grand Prix, and that I wanted.
Yeah, and a brilliant win, because you had at the beginning of the race, you had a fantastic almighty scrap with Steve, Jonathan Cox. I think Andy was in there. There was
Yeah.
tons of drivers in there. Was that good fun for you? Because it was clean, there was no contact, it looked brilliant, everybody was side by side for a good lap. That's what it's all about, isn't it? You must have loved it.
And my favorite, it's my first race on ABS off.
Wow.
That,
Wow.
yeah.
That's rubbing it in,
Oh,
isn't
of
it?
course it is. Yeah, I remember you saying in chat you weren't going to use ABS. That's incredible, mate. What a result for yourself. You've got a chance of a top 5 in the championship going into the USA next. What's USA like for yourself? Good track for you?
Thanks.
No worries, mate. Well, I look forward to watching you again next week. You're an exciting driver to watch, that's for sure, mate. And congratulations on your win.
Thank you.
No worries, mate. See you next week. Thank you, everybody, for watching. That is round 18 done and dusted already. Free to go. Slim has probably now 4 fingers on the championship. He's close. He's very close. But Jamie's show today is not over yet, and he will fight it all the way. Tomorrow, Super League again after the heroics of Japan for Fissy and Co. last week. Oh, Fissy and Co. You like that?
Okay, I like that one.
I like that one, yeah. Can we get more heroics from someone tomorrow night? T Sammy is champion, so gloves are off. All to play for, nothing to lose. Join Sean from 8 o'clock for another guaranteed fantastic race. Round 19 USA next Wednesday. Thank you everybody for watching, and we will see you soon. Good night.